Introduction, the AI Revolution in Education. 0.1 The rapid rise of AI and its impact on higher education. Artificial intelligence has emerged as one of the most transformative forces in modern society, significantly reshaping higher education. AI-driven innovations are revolutionizing teaching, learning, research, and academic administration by automating repetitive tasks, analyzing student performance, and enhancing personalized learning experiences. The widespread adoption of AI in education is driven by its potential to improve efficiency, provide real-time feedback, and optimize decision-making processes. Russell and Norvig, 2021. AI technologies such as machine learning, natural language processing, and predictive analytics have had a profound impact on instructional methodologies. Learning management systems, automated grading tools, and AI-powered tutoring systems have enabled universities to scale personalized instruction while reducing faculty workload. Lucan et al., 2016. AI-driven predictive models now identify at-risk students, allowing institutions to intervene before students fall behind academically. Zawacki Richter et al., 2019. These advancements increase efficiency, expand access to quality education, and foster more engaging and adaptive learning environments. However, they also present challenges, including ethical concerns, data privacy issues, and the potential displacement of traditional pedagogical practices. Williamson, 2020. A key driver behind AI's rapid adoption in academia is its ability to process and analyze large volumes of data in real time. AI-powered learning management systems can track student performance, provide personalized recommendations, and automate feedback mechanisms. Rents and Jones, 2019. AI-based research assistants help faculty conduct literature reviews, analyze data, and generate insights, significantly reducing the time required for academic research and publication. Alavin and McLaughlin, 2016. Automated tutoring systems are also transforming student support by adapting to individual learning styles, providing individualized feedback, and fostering self-regulated learning. Van Lane, 2011. AI is further facilitating greater accessibility in education. Voice recognition and natural language processing tools allow students with disabilities to interact more seamlessly with digital learning environments, breaking barriers to education and promoting inclusivity. Gulson and Witzenberger, 2020. Institutions are also using AI for administrative efficiency, automating repetitive tasks such as course scheduling, enrollment processing, and student performance monitoring, thereby freeing up educators to focus on personalized instruction and mentoring. Aowen, 2017. AI's role in academic research is expanding rapidly, enabling faculty members to automate literature reviews, manage citations, and process complex data sets. AI-driven platforms are being used to enhance research productivity, streamline grant writing, and improve academic publishing processes. Zawacki Richter et al., 2019. However, as AI becomes more prevalent in education, faculty members must develop a deeper understanding of its capabilities, limitations, and ethical considerations. Ng, 2018. The growing role of AI in content generation and research assistance has also raised questions about its impact on originality and intellectual ownership. Bender et al., 2021. As institutions navigate this transformative period, faculty members must develop an understanding of AI's capabilities and limitations. While AI can augment teaching and administrative functions, it should be viewed as a complement to, rather than a replacement for, human educators. Holmes et al., 2019. The challenge lies in leveraging AI in a way that enhances the quality of education while preserving the essential human elements of mentorship, critical thinking, and academic discourse. AI also has significant implications for ethical considerations and academic integrity. The use of AI-generated content raises concerns about authorship, plagiarism, and misinformation. Universities must establish clear policies on the responsible use of AI in coursework and research, ensuring that students and faculty alike use these tools ethically and transparently. Williamson, 2020. AI-driven decision-making in admissions and grading must be carefully monitored to avoid algorithmic bias, which can disproportionately affect marginalized student populations. Baker and Smith, 2019. This book aims to provide faculty with a practical guide to understanding and implementing AI in higher education. Through a balanced exploration of AI's potential and its challenges, faculty members will gain insights into how to effectively integrate AI into their courses, improve student outcomes, and contribute to the broader digital transformation of academia. As AI continues to evolve, educators must stay informed and adaptable, ensuring that technology serves as an enabler of innovation rather than a disruptor of fundamental educational values. As we explore the profound transformations driven by generative artificial intelligence in education, it becomes increasingly important to acknowledge not only the emerging opportunities, but also the systemic risks facing higher education institutions. One of the most critical challenges today is the potential displacement of traditional academic roles and practices due to the accelerating capabilities of AI technologies. The following section, Technological Displacement and Higher Education, examines these evolving dynamics, emphasizing why proactive engagement with AI tools is no longer optional, but essential for sustaining relevance and leadership in the academic world. 0.2 Technological Displacement and Higher Education. 0.2.1 Introduction, A New Era of Challenge and Opportunity. The rapid advancement of generative artificial intelligence, GAI, technologies has sparked widespread debate about their impact on the workforce. Recent analyses, including a notable article by Shahaf, 2025, published in Yedioth Ahronoth, emphasize that AI is not merely automating routine tasks, it is beginning to influence professions that require complex decision-making, communication, and creativity. This technological wave carries profound implications for higher education. As knowledge work itself evolves, universities must adapt their missions, curricula, and instructional strategies to prepare students, and faculty, for a dramatically different future. This section examines the societal impact of AI-induced technological displacement, focusing specifically on the world of higher education. It outlines key risks, identifies emerging opportunities, and issues a clear call to action. If we do not use these new tools wisely, we risk losing our relevance altogether. 0.2.2 The scope of technological displacement. In contrast to previous industrial revolutions, which primarily affected manual labor, the current wave of technological change increasingly targets cognitive professions, lawyers, journalists, designers, researchers, and educators among them. Generative AI systems can now produce text, analysis, translation, artwork, and even academic papers with unprecedented speed and scale. This raises a fundamental concern: many traditional professional skills, including those once considered uniquely human, are now partially replaceable by machines. Recent studies emphasize that an expanding range of professional roles, including those in education, publishing, healthcare, and consulting, are becoming susceptible to partial or full automation. Korinek and Stiglitz, 2021, Arns et al., 2022. However, displacement will not affect all workers equally. Professionals who fail to integrate AI tools into their workflows risk marginalization. Bughan and Hazen, 2023, while those who actively collaborate with AI may find their roles enriched and redefined in alignment with emerging demands. Chui et al., 2023. 0.2.3 Higher Education in the Age of AI. Higher education faces a dual imperative. First, institutions must ensure that students acquire digital literacy, critical thinking, and creative problem-solving skills to thrive in an AI-enhanced labor market. This requires rethinking curricula, embedding AI-related competencies across disciplines, and modeling the responsible use of generative technologies. Second, faculty themselves must adapt. Teaching methods based solely on information delivery, the traditional lecture, are increasingly insufficient. Faculty must learn to integrate AI into course design, assessment, research, and student support. Institutions that do not invest in faculty development risk falling behind, not only in prestige but in their capacity to fulfill their educational mission. This transformation demands a cultural shift, from viewing AI as a threat to embracing it as a catalyst for pedagogical innovation, interdisciplinary collaboration, and scholarly creativity. 0.2.4 If you don't use it, you lose it. A consistent message from both journalistic and academic sources is simple yet urgent: adaptation is no longer optional. Those who ignore AI's capabilities, whether due to skepticism, fear, or inertia, risk professional stagnation. Conversely, those who actively learn how to use AI tools may secure not only their relevance but also a strategic advantage. This imperative applies equally to individuals and institutions. The future belongs to those who engage critically, creatively, and ethically with the new technologies. For higher education, this means cultivating a culture of lifelong learning among faculty and students alike. It also means investing in infrastructure, professional development, and research, not merely to use AI, but to shape its use toward democratic, inclusive, and educationally sound purposes. 0.2.5 Conclusion: Navigating the shift with purpose. The accelerating integration of generative AI into society and education is not merely a technological development, it marks a cultural, intellectual, and professional inflection point. Higher education stands at a crossroads. Institutions, faculty, and learners must decide whether to resist, react passively, or engage proactively with these transformations. The message is clear: if you do not use it, you risk losing relevance. Yet those who embrace the evolving landscape with critical intelligence, ethical commitment, and creative vision will not merely adapt, they will thrive. In the chapters that follow, we continue this exploration by offering practical models, strategies, and case studies that empower educators to lead, innovate, and reimagine higher education in the AI era. 0.3 The role of educators in adapting to AI-powered learning. The integration of AI into higher education requires a proactive and adaptable approach from educators. Faculty members play a critical role in shaping how AI is incorporated into curricula, assessment methodologies, and student support services. Their ability to harness AI effectively will determine whether this technological advancement enhances learning experiences or becomes a disruptive force that exacerbates educational inequalities. Lucan et al., 2016. A key responsibility of educators in this AI-driven landscape is the development of AI literacy and digital competence. Faculty must acquire a working knowledge of AI technologies, including machine learning, natural language processing, and AI-driven decision-making systems. Aowen, 2017. AI literacy entails not only understanding how these tools function, but also being able to critically evaluate AI-generated outputs and determine how such tools can enrich, rather than replace, human instruction. Faculty development initiatives increasingly include AI-focused training, with universities offering professional learning programs to help educators integrate AI into their teaching and research practices. Orla et al., 2024. These programs emphasize critical engagement with AI technologies, inviting faculty to consider both the pedagogical benefits and ethical implications of adoption. Popnessy and Kerr, 2017. Beyond technical fluency, educators must rethink their pedagogical strategies to integrate AI in ways that cultivate critical thinking, creativity, and problem solving. While AI can assist in grading, feedback, and content delivery, faculty members remain essential facilitators of deep learning and intellectual dialogue. AI should be leveraged to personalize instruction, support diverse learner needs, and foster engagement, without eroding the reflective and relational dimensions of teaching. Holmes et al., 2019. Another crucial dimension is ethical governance and responsible AI use. Faculty must model and promote responsible engagement with AI, emphasizing transparency, academic integrity, and data privacy. Risks such as over-reliance on AI for written assignments and assessments underscore the need for clear institutional policies on ethical AI use in academic contexts. Williamson, 2020. Emerging university guidelines increasingly address responsible AI practices in both coursework and research, reinforcing the importance of accountability and ethical decision-making. McDonald et al., 2024. Faculty are well positioned to collaborate with administrators in crafting these policies, ensuring alignment with academic values, equity, and inclusion. Educators must also commit to continuous learning as AI tools evolve. Faculty should remain engaged in researching new applications, evaluating effectiveness, and adapting instructional methods accordingly. Institutional support for interdisciplinary collaboration, faculty-led AI research hubs, and ethics-based training programs can help create a sustainable infrastructure for innovation. Zawacki Richter et al., 2019. Ultimately, adapting to AI-powered learning goes beyond adopting new technologies. It requires reimagining educational practices to ensure AI's integration amplifies human insight, creativity, and pedagogical care. Faculty must lead this transformation, positioning AI not as a substitute for education, but as a catalyst for equity, innovation, and meaningful engagement in higher education. 0.4 How this book helps faculty integrate AI into teaching, assessment, and research. This book offers a comprehensive, faculty-centered guide to integrating generative AI into the core domains of academic work. It provides hands-on strategies, curated examples, and evidence-informed practices to help educators use AI effectively, ethically, and creatively across three critical areas: teaching, assessment, and research. Teaching. Faculty will learn how to use AI tools to design, revise, and personalize courses across disciplines, including quantitative, technical, and humanities-based instruction. This book demonstrates how platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini can support syllabus generation, content development, classroom interaction, and multimodal instructional design, all while preserving the human-centered nature of education. Assessment. The book introduces AI-supported approaches for both formative and summative evaluation. Educators will explore how to generate practice questions, grade submissions, including scanned handwritten responses, provide personalized feedback, and promote academic integrity in an AI-augmented learning environment. Case studies in mathematics and written analysis illustrate AI's application in real assessment contexts. Research. For faculty involved in academic writing and graduate supervision, this book offers practical strategies for using AI in topic selection, literature review, research design, data analysis, both qualitative and quantitative, and manuscript drafting. It explores how generative tools can act as co-writing collaborators, enhancing productivity while maintaining scholarly rigor and authorial ownership. By the end of this book, educators will not only have practical tools and techniques, but also a mindset oriented toward AI-literate innovation. Through critical reflection, prompt design, and ethical practice, faculty will be equipped to lead, rather than follow, the evolving integration of AI in higher education. 0.5 Key questions educators need to ask about AI. As generative AI becomes increasingly embedded in academic life, educators must adopt a proactive and reflective stance toward its implementation. Rather than viewing AI as a passing novelty or a tool of convenience, faculty should approach it as a transformative force, one that demands careful alignment with pedagogical goals, assessment standards, research integrity, and institutional values. The following guiding questions are intended to support critical thinking and responsible integration across key academic domains. Teaching. How can AI tools enhance student engagement, personalize instruction, and enrich curriculum design, while preserving the human dimensions of mentorship, empathy, and dialogue? In what ways can AI support diverse learners through multilingual, multimodal, and adaptive technologies? Assessment. How can faculty incorporate AI into formative and summative assessment without compromising fairness, transparency, or academic integrity? What safeguards are needed to ensure that AI-generated feedback and grading are accurate, bias-aware, and pedagogically sound? Research. Which generative AI tools best support the research process, from topic selection and literature review to data analysis and publication? How can faculty and graduate students balance the efficiency of AI-assisted writing with the imperatives of originality, critical thinking, and scholarly rigor? Institutional practice and ethics. What policies and training programs are needed to cultivate AI literacy and promote responsible use at the faculty, departmental, and institutional levels? How can institutions identify and mitigate algorithmic bias, ensure data privacy, and foster transparency in AI-supported academic and administrative processes? What governance structures should be established to guide the ethical, equitable, and strategic use of AI in teaching, assessment, and research? By revisiting these questions regularly, educators can maintain an intentional and forward-thinking approach to AI integration. The aim is not merely to adopt new technologies, but to shape their use in ways that uphold academic values, promote inclusivity, and expand human potential. In the chapters that follow, this book offers practical responses to many of these questions, from designing AI-assisted lesson plans and personalized assessments to navigating ethical dilemmas and institutional policy. Each section is grounded in real-world case studies, evidence-informed strategies, and faculty-driven practices, enabling readers to move from reflection to action. 0.6 Summary of Key Points. The integration of generative AI into higher education is no longer optional, it is a defining reality of 21st century academic life. From adaptive course design to AI-supported research and scalable assessment models, these technologies are reshaping how faculty teach, evaluate, and produce knowledge. At the same time, their widespread adoption demands a critical, values-driven approach to ensure alignment with the core mission of education. Key takeaways from this introductory section include: Generative AI is transforming academic work by enabling dynamic content creation, real-time feedback, adaptive instruction, and support for scholarly writing, while also enhancing administrative functions such as student advising and workload planning. Faculty remain central to ethical and effective integration, acting as pedagogical and scholarly stewards who ensure that AI augments rather than displaces meaningful human interaction. AI can boost faculty productivity and creativity, streamlining routine academic tasks such as grading, syllabus development, and literature synthesis, while also enabling innovation in both teaching and research practices. Ethical and governance issues require proactive attention, including concerns around bias, authorship, plagiarism, data privacy, and the development of transparent institutional frameworks to guide responsible AI use. AI literacy and faculty development are essential, equipping educators with the skills to critically assess, adapt, and integrate AI tools, balancing automation with human insight, and innovation with equity. This chapter lays the conceptual groundwork for the rest of the book. The chapters that follow move from reflection to action, offering concrete strategies, case studies, and frameworks to help educators not only keep pace with AI innovation, but shape its trajectory as collaborative academic partners. 0.7 From information retrieval to knowledge creation, crossing the threshold into the generative era. In the pre-generative AI era, digital tools in higher education were primarily designed to support access and retrieval. Faculty and students relied on advanced search engines, academic databases, and reference management systems to locate scholarly articles, scan archives, and organize citations. Success in academic work was largely defined by how effectively one could identify, gather, and interpret pre-existing knowledge. By contrast, the emergence of generative AI, GAI, including tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity, has fundamentally redefined what machines can accomplish. These systems do not merely retrieve information, they generate new outputs in real time, including essays, code, lesson plans, feedback, simulations, and research frameworks. Each platform offers distinct affordances for academic work. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude excel at content generation, structured reasoning, and writing support, while Perplexity stands out for real-time information synthesis, literature searches, and accurate citation generation. Together, these tools signal a paradigmatic shift in how knowledge is constructed in higher education. This evolution represents more than a technical enhancement, it constitutes a cognitive and epistemological transformation. Generative AI tools simulate several dimensions of human thought and interaction, including structured problem-solving and logical reasoning, contextual interpretation of prompts and questions, synthesis of complex or cross-disciplinary content, iterative feedback and revision support, sustained, adaptive dialogue with users. Unlike traditional digital tools that present or organize static information, generative AI participates in meaning-making. It acts as a dynamic collaborator in academic tasks, shaping teaching, learning, and research through interactive and adaptive engagement. Consequently, educators are no longer merely curators of content, they are co-constructors of knowledge alongside AI systems. This collaborative shift demands new skill sets, ethical awareness, and pedagogical frameworks. Faculty must learn not only how to use GAI tools effectively, but also how to guide their use in ways that prioritize human judgment, equity, and educational integrity. The implications are clear: to thrive in the generative era, faculty must become fluent not only in the technical aspects of AI, but also in orchestrating human-AI partnerships that enhance creativity, foster critical inquiry, and uphold the mission of higher education. 0.8 Call to Action for Educators: Embracing AI with Purpose and Vision. Artificial intelligence, particularly generative AI, is no longer a future innovation, it is a present-day force already transforming course design, scholarly research, student engagement, and academic administration. The essential question for educators is no longer whether to engage with AI, but how to do so purposefully and ethically. Faculty must act now to ensure that this transformation aligns with the foundational values of higher education: intellectual rigor, inclusivity, human development, and ethical responsibility. 0.8.16 Steps for Meaningful AI Integration in Academic Practice. The following action points offer a strategic pathway for educators seeking to integrate AI thoughtfully across their academic responsibilities. Explore AI tools in teaching, assessment, and research. Begin by experimenting with generative tools such as ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. Use these platforms to support course design, quiz and rubric creation, research drafting, grading, and formative feedback. Start with small tasks and gradually engage with more complex academic workflows to develop insight into the tool's affordances and limitations. Build your AI literacy. Deepen your understanding of how large language models function, their pedagogical implications, and their ethical considerations. Participate in institutional training sessions, enroll in online microcourses, and join professional learning communities focused on AI in education. Use AI ethically and transparently. Integrate AI tools in a manner that supports academic integrity. Clearly communicate with students about how and when AI is used in course development or assessment. Design learning experiences that cultivate critical thinking, creativity, and originality, human capacities that AI cannot replicate. Advocate for clear and ethical institutional policies. Engage in institutional dialogues about responsible AI use. Contribute to the development of clear university-wide policies addressing faculty and student use of AI, data privacy, automated grading, academic authorship, and research ethics. Collaborate and share practices. Join interdisciplinary working groups dedicated to AI-enhanced education. Share effective prompts, use cases, evaluation strategies, and classroom experiences. A collaborative and open exchange of ideas is essential for advancing best practices in this rapidly evolving domain. Prepare students for the AI future. AI literacy is becoming a fundamental competency. Model responsible and effective use of AI tools, and help students understand not just how to use them, but when and why. Encourage critical thinking about AI's societal impacts, ethical use, and limitations. 0.8.2 A new role for educators, shaping the human-AI partnership. In this new academic landscape, educators are no longer solely transmitters of knowledge, they are designers of hybrid learning environments that integrate technological intelligence with human values. Faculty now play a pivotal role in mentoring students through both content and the ethical, creative, and cognitive complexities of an AI-augmented world. By embracing generative AI with purpose, deliberation, and collaboration, educators have the opportunity not only to enhance learning outcomes but also to reaffirm the irreplaceable role of human insight, mentorship, and intellectual integrity in the age of intelligent machines. This book is not a technical manual, nor is it a theoretical manifesto. Rather, it is a pragmatic guide for educators who seek to engage with generative AI critically, creatively, and constructively. Each chapter provides research-informed insights, practical applications, and illustrative examples to support thoughtful integration of AI in academic practice. Whether read sequentially or accessed as a modular resource, the book invites faculty to explore, experiment, and reflect, positioning themselves as active participants in shaping the future of higher education in the generative era. 0.9 Conclusion, Final Reflections. This book is not a technical manual, nor a theoretical manifesto. Rather, it is a practice-oriented and research-informed guide for educators who seek to engage with generative AI critically, creatively, and constructively. It supports faculty across disciplines in responding to this pivotal moment in higher education by offering conceptual insights, applied tools, and illustrative case studies. Whether read sequentially or consulted as a modular resource, the book encourages exploration, experimentation, and reflection, positioning educators as active participants in the co-evolution of teaching, learning, and scholarship in the generative era. Generative AI is not merely a technological advancement, it marks a cultural, cognitive, and pedagogical turning point for higher education. Faculty now stand at the threshold of a new era, one in which human expertise and artificial intelligence can operate in concert to expand access, enhance learning, deepen scholarship, and transform the processes of knowledge creation. Yet this transformation also requires ongoing critical attention, particularly to the systemic risks of over-reliance, inequity, and the potential erosion or reconfiguration of academic values and roles. The chapters that follow are designed to equip educators with the understanding, tools, and ethical orientation needed to navigate this evolving landscape with confidence, creativity, and professional integrity. Through discipline-specific strategies, curated use cases, and reflective commentary, the book invites faculty to engage with generative AI not merely as a functional resource, but as a collaborative partner in advancing the enduring mission of higher education, to teach, to inquire, and to inspire.